Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. It's the time of the year that I'm gonna do my favorite, top products of the whole year. So beauty focused, all of the makeup that I reached for the most this year, everything I was loving, things that I'd repurchase maybe, and that I'd really recommend and that I've really got a lot of use out of. And I love doing these. I love the favourites anyway, but I love the favourites of the year and I love watching these videos too. So I'm gonna do my makeup as I show you, as I go through each type of product. I've got a little bit of base on already because it's one of those days, but I'm still gonna show you what I've used. I'm so happy we're at the end of this year. I think it's I'm even more happy that I'm doing this video right now. And I'm very aware that it's not like everything's just going to be fine on the 1st of January, but at least we would have had this year out the way. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I've got my different wig on to celebrate. This wig is by a brand called PLS Hair. I'll link it down below. I love their website. They do so many good ones. And just before I get started, I might as well share what I'm wearing. This body that I'm wearing is from Under the Stories, but I got it on ASOS, and my own jewellery. So I'll link everything down below. And so everything that I'll mention in this video, I'll obviously link down below, so just check out the description. Yeah, I got tea today instead of coffee because I don't want to have a bit of a caffeine high and crash. I don't need that today. So many things that I loved this year. I think most of the products I sort of fell in love with over summer because I feel like that's my preferred makeup. Cream products, bronzy products, and highlight that, that glowy sort of look. So I feel like I was dabbling with a lot of those types of products during summer. So let's get started. So I got some incense burning. We're in a good vibe. Okay, so underneath my base, I started with the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. So you can see, I'm running out of this too. I need to get a new one. But I really love this primer because it's very, very smooth. It has a bit of I don't know if the iridescence is the word, but it gives your face a bit of glow for underneath your makeup. So I really like that, especially because I've been struggling a lot with my skin this year, and or when you're just tired and you want that little boost. With some things I've got honorable mentions because I was looking through my whole collection, and in some categories I'm just I can't leave a couple things out, even though I wanted each thing to be just one product. Oh yeah, this one. This is the Dior Universal Backstage Face and Body Primer. I love this one too. This is a little bit lighter. It's a bit runnier. Oh no, it's not that runny actually. Oh yeah, it's a little bit lighter. No, sorry, it's not runny, but it has such a nice smell too. It's nice and fresh. My makeup sets really nicely on top of it. This is definitely one of my favourite discoveries this year. And then for foundation, I feel like it's always NARS. NARS is always my top foundation. But I've got two to show. Honestly, I like all of their foundations, but I think this year I was mostly using All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I go between a few different shades, but my winter shade is Barcelona. This is literally running out. It's not even coming. I need to get a new one. And an honourable mention foundation is that I sort of rediscovered Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. My shade is 6.5. Everyone knows about this foundation. I feel like I don't even need to tell you about it because it's the Kim K, famous foundation. This reminds me a lot of NARS Sheer Glow that I used to use for years and years. It gives you a natural radiant look. It's layerable, and it lasts for a really long time for me too. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna add a little bit more foundation because I do have quite a few breakouts at the moment. Literally woke up with them like right around here. And I'm gonna zoom you guys in when I'm doing other parts of my makeup so you can see clearer. But yeah, this foundation is, I know I keep saying everything's lightweight, but this one is very light, and because of that it's really easy to build on top of, to layer, and I find that it hides my scars really well, even though it's quite light, because with thicker formulas my face just tends to look a bit cakey when you've got, you know, when you've got acne that you're trying to cover. My lips are so dry these past few days. I feel like who is it that has hair like this? Storm from X-Men. So, you know, I was saying that I've got honorable mentions. The category that I have the most in is concealers, because I love a good concealer. I love discovering amazing concealers. Just you know, with having a lot of breakouts and also dark circles and hyperpigmentation, it's just something. It's a product that I'm trying out a lot and using a lot. So no, this is bad. Okay, let's go highest to lowest. Okay, of love. Also, I use different ones for different things, so that's why I've got a few more too. I think number one for this year is going to be Fenty. What's the full name of this? The Pro Filter Concealer, because it is so full coverage. It is so creamy. It blends so easily. Yeah, I mean, the shades are amazing. I've actually also just realised that they've opened a big Fenty counter in the Boots where I live, and I need to go. I must go. Like, I've actually got so much Fenty and I just want to go. I need to go still. It's so addictive. Should we apply that now? And then while this is setting, I'll show you the others that I love. I'm gonna apply it like this. Yeah, I like to let it set for a few minutes. Where were we? Okay, next, NARS Radiant Creamer Concealer. This is, you know, everyone's favorite one, but it's very brightening for under the eye. It sets really well. It doesn't, I don't notice as much creasing under my eyes when I'm using this one. Also, I really love it because I feel like I can use it, you know, on different areas of my face for different things. I feel like it covers breakouts quite well too. Not as good as the soft matte, is it the soft matte complete concealer in the little pot? Haven't been using that as much this year actually, even though I do really like it. Oh my god, what's happened to my sponge? Has Indy bitten chunks out? What's happening? Also, I've been loving this. It's a Morphe sponge beauty blender. I love it because it's got this flat edge, so it makes it really easy to do under your eyes. Dior Skin Forever Undercover Concealer, another amazing one. And I'm sort of running out of reasons, like different reasons to tell you why I like each one, but the coverage is immaculate. It covers so well. It's very creamy, very blendable too. I know this is sort of the same thing for each one, but oh, Pat McGrath, the other one, I don't have it here for some reason, but another one that I have to mention, the Pat McGrath concealer. Wow, I think it's called Skin Fetish. It's amazing also, and it's really full coverage. And I often use that one when I'm in a bit of a rush, but I really need good solid coverage, or say it's, oh, I was gonna say a night out, but obviously I haven't been doing that either. But like something that's gonna really last you. Yeah, Pat McGrath makeup I've been loving. The next one, absolutely love affair with this. The Hourglass. This whole video should just be on concealers. The Hourglass Vanish Concealer. Hourglass is one of the priciest makeup brands, I feel like, but absolutely worth it. if, you know, if you've got the range to go for this, oh my God, like on under the eyes, it's amazing. On like scarring and dark areas, it's amazing. I'm gonna use it now for these areas. It's just so full coverage. I like to put it on areas, let it sort of sit there for a few minutes or a minute, and then I like dab it into the skin, and oh, what if I put it there? Also, color wise, like the shades are really good too. I feel like it's redundant now to say the shades are good. I feel like brands should be getting the shades right, you know? Like it's almost 2021. I feel like that's something I used to say a lot at the beginning of doing YouTube, and it's like, yeah, should be a minimum now, shouldn't it? While that's sitting, I'll show you my last favourite concealer. This is Laura Mercier. I had to include this one too. Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. And this is another high coverage one that's super creamy. And I'm saying the same things, but it's like easy to blend. I find this one really brightening too. This is another amazing one. So yeah, we've got a few. To be honest, like these four are all amazing high coverage foundations, and then the NARS is, you know, more of a medium and buildable. And then I don't really use light ones. Like I really want to use the Glossier one a bit more, but I always just need the coverage. Like I like using it for the gym because sometimes I just don't want to look like a rat. So sometimes I'm lying. I do wear makeup in the gym. I was like, sometimes I wear makeup. No, I'm lying, I do. But not a full face, just a little bit. I just put a bit of concealer on because Anyway, oh, this is also the Hourglass brush that came with the concealer. I really like it. It's really dense. So I'm really hoping my lighting is working out, because trying to film at this time of year in the UK is just a goddamn mess. Oh, I want somewhere to go after I do this makeup, but I'm just going to Tesco later. I'm going to get things for Indy's birthday. Contour has to be this Fenty Matchstick in Truffle. It's just all I've been using. It's just all I use. Sometimes I still use the Tom Ford. It's a cream contour too. I still like that one. I just find that this is so quick to just grab and use. Use the Fenty brush for this. Actually, no, I'm not. Use this one. Also, it lasts forever. Like, yeah. And then I love this brush for nose contouring, which I don't do every day. Sometimes I do it. It's the MAC 197, I think. The number's rubbed off a little bit. I've also just come to the conclusion that baking on my skin just doesn't seem to work, or it can work, but it doesn't, I don't know, after a bit of time, like my makeup starts to look too heavy. I've tried lots of different loose powders too, and sometimes I do it if I know I'm going to be out for a really long day or something. But for the most part, I just prefer a light dusting of powder, and yeah, so my powder of the year has to be, I feel like this was the same last year actually, but the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I've tried quite a few, and I do like others. Like I do really like the Laura Mercier one too, but this is probably top for me. Just like nothing. It's like, but in the best way. And also, I've stopped putting powder right up under my eye because I feel like it causes more creasing. Oh no, I should have put the cream bronzer on. Okay, well, I'll do my brows. So brow products. I love me some brows. This, I did a job with L'Oreal, a few months ago now, and this was one of the products that I was using for the job. Is the Plump and Set Brow Artist, and they do them in different colours. I think this is brunette. This is a new one actually. The other one is like so beaten up, but there's no words in it anymore. These are so good. I love them because they are just very good at grabbing the hairs and you know, leaving a bit of colour on, but not too much, not too little. So I've been starting with this, but I do have another one that I'm going to show you that has been a really recent discovery, but I'm so impressed with it that I really wanted to include it in this video. So I'm going to do this brow with the L'Oreal and then show you this from Refy, or R-E-F-Y. I haven't heard someone say it, the brand, before. This is by Jess Hunt. They do a few different eyebrow products, and I like the eyebrow pencils too, but I think this just really stands out to me. The brush is huge. I don't know if it translates on camera, but it's huge. Like if I show you the difference. The L'Oreal one is also quite a short one, but look, so this one is huge. So this is so good for getting that like bushy brow look. And I'm not sure if they do one with colour in, but I would love that if they did, because this one is clear. So this is great for like prepping the brows and just building them upwards, and it just gets every single hair and it just makes them stick upwards. Like I don't even know how it does it, but it does. So I'm actually still I'm still sort of playing with this myself to see what the best combination of products is with it. But yeah, so can you see the difference? The L'Oreal adds that bit of colour, and then this one is just sticking them up for now. It's a bit more like it is more of a prep. But I wore this yesterday with other products too, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. And then that's if you twist it, and then if you just pull it, there's a comb, a double-sided comb. What I'm going to do, so I don't look lopsided, is add the L'Oreal one onto this side too for the colour. I think they actually look quite nice like this, right? Because I always add strokes in, and I'm still gonna, but I really like that actually. Maybe I'll just do minimal brow strokes today, because I need to mention this product anyway. It's the MAC. Oh, the name always rubs off, but it's, you know, you guys can see what it is. It's the eyebrow sort of felt tip. And I usually use the colour Spiked. So I'm gonna just add a few, I think. Also, my band looks all messy. When you've got the lighting on and everything shows up. It's just dust, like fluff. Okay, so the reason I love this I've spoken about a lot, so I feel like you guys probably don't even need me to talk. Actually, what I'm going to do is leave the front and just focus more on that end. But yeah, I love this because it looks super natural. It's very easy to create a natural brow look. And I just find I don't know, with this compared to the pencil, I find it just quicker, just sort of quicker in general, and there's less like blurring of the lines as you're going along. Okay, I'm kind of happy with that. I might come back to the brows. So yeah, that from MAC. Oh my god, there's really got so much to get through. I need to stop chatting. I wish I could play music at the same time. It's so annoying. Wouldn't that be such a vibe on YouTube? Like just playing, like being able to chat and play your favorite playlist without getting flagged. I'm gonna go back to the base. I'm gonna use my this is just another Fenty product. It's one of my favorite products of the year, like top. It's the cream, the Fenty Cheeks Out in 04 Honey Glaze. I like some of the other shades too. This is just the one that really helps warm my face up. So yeah, I love to use this with the angled Fenty, what is this called? 125 face brush. It looks like this. I'm sure you've seen me show it before. Yeah, so this is where I just add a bit more colour to the face again. Oh, it just looks so natural. I love it. And then I usually put a bit on the nose. I've got one song that's living rent-free in my head all day. I don't mind. Super creamy, super blendable, just a treat. I really like the blushes too. I reach so much less for blushes and I shouldn't. But speaking of blushes, this is one that I've been using for the last few months. And it's like the only one that I've been using because I love it, and I feel like I don't even need to like try any others in my collection because it's so easy to use. It's the Nude Sticks cream blush in Sweet Peach Peony. So it's just a twist up stick, and yeah, I just pop a bit here, not too in the middle. And then I've been putting some on my nose too, because that's what they're doing on TikTok these days. But I like the effect. And then I like to use a stippling brush. But this is such a lovely shade, especially if you have like my kind of skin tone. Just works really well. And also, I don't like blushes that look too scary or like they're too strong when you put them on. And this is really nice and sort of sheer. Okay, no, let's do eyes. Let's do eyes next. So, favorite palette of the year. I didn't think would be this brand, just because like there's so many brands that I, try palettes out from, but it has to be this one, the KKW Beauty classic eyeshadow palette. I reached for this the most, for sure. I didn't bring it downstairs, but I've also been loving the I think it's Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Matte. I'll link them down. I'll link the honorable mentions down below too. And the Too Faced 1-2, I'll link it down below. They're all warm shades. They're all kind of similar, to be honest. But this is definitely the one I reached for the most. And because I don't wear that much shadow even when I do wear it, so it doesn't even look that worn, but for me this is used a lot. This is just such a beautiful palette. Like the colors are so wearable, they're not too intense, they're easy for every day. Love them. So I'm just gonna put a little, actually let's go for a nice smoky brown eye, but I'll speed it up so you guys don't have to watch the whole thing. Oh, I obviously have my lashes done too. They're done by my friend does them. She's based in Hertfordshire. I'll link her down below. These shadows are also very layerable. I do want to give another honourable mention to Vive, Jamie Genevieve's brand, because I love that palette. I only got that recently, but definitely a shout out to that palette because I'm loving that one too. That's all the eyeshadow I'm going to do today. And there's oh my god, this eye pencil. I almost forgot. It's the Victoria Beckham Satin Kohl Liner in, I think it's bronze. And like, I use this so much this year, especially over summer. So I'm going to apply some of this. This is the most beautiful bronzy, goldy eye pencil ever, and it's so easy to smudge and work with. It's beautiful. Everything, no lie, everything I've tried from Victoria Beckham Beauty has been amazing. Like the quality is insane. So I was using this a lot this year under my eye and just smudging it. So I think I'll do some of that today. And another thing about this is, you know how usually with sort of brushes that you get with products, they're not usually that great, but I always use the other end of this. It's actually really good. It works really well. So it's especially good while you're out because you can touch up really easily. I always do this weird mouth. I love the darker brown too. I'm sure there's a darker brown version. I'm not going to do a wing today, but I have been really liking this from Rimmel, which is, I used to use the Rimmel liner ages ago, like for ages. Then I switched to L'Oreal, and then I've been dabbling using the Benefit one. I love the Benefit one too. Everything's rubbed off of this, so I can't even tell you the full name, but I'll obviously link it down below. Plane going overhead. But ooh, this is a felt tip liner from Rimmel, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's very black. Trust me, I've used so many wing liners. This lasts all day, or you know, it lasts for a long time, and it stays very black too on the eye, and it's great. So yeah, definitely wanted to mention that. Oh my god, please can I ask you guys a question that I'm gonna love looking at in the comments? What has been, like, okay, I don't know how many of you are on TikTok too, because I'm obviously obsessed with it because I always mention it too, but like, what has been your favorite TikTok viral thing or trend or song or dance, comedy thing? What is it? Because there's been so many good ones. I'm trying to think what mine would probably be from this year. I do love the the one that goes, no one's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know? Like, you can use it for so many things in day-to-day life. I love it. Let's do some mascara on the bottom, and this is what I've been using for such a long time. Another honourable mention, Hourglass Unlocked Mascara, because it's so good at separating and lengthening. It's one of those plasticky, actually they're both those plasticky types of brushes. Sorry, it's not focusing. Amazing if you wanted to go for a bit of a luxe mascara. And Benefit Roller Lash has been a long time favourite. I've used this for a while, but I have just, it's been such a go-to this year. I think maybe also because I've been getting lash extensions, and it's a really good one I find for like, if you've got any gaps, it's really good at just getting those gaps. And I love it for my bottom lashes because it's nice and like, it's not a heavy mascara. We're getting there. So a powder bronzer that I wanted to mention is the NARS Laguna Matte Bronzer. They do lots of different shades of this too now, which I love, but when I'm more tanned, the normal shade doesn't really show up, so I'm really glad that they have more shades now. I'm gonna use this. I love this brush. Also, this is a new favorite. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Bronzer and Blusher brush. So good. So I've already put bronzer on, but you see that shows up so well. Yeah, I struggle with bronzer that actually shows up, and I'm not even that dark. Like, it's weird. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm starting to run out of light, so I have to get through these last things before the lighting completely goes. Highlighters, one of my favorite categories. I'm gonna start with this because it's a bit of a hybrid. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and they have different shades of this. This is number 5 Tan. And oh my god, I could not stop using this, especially in summer, because I'd use it on top of my, on top of my makeup as a glowy, like a glowy highlight. Sorry, I've noticed I've got so much product on my cheek. And yeah, so either on top of my makeup or I'd mix it in with foundation, and it just really helps give you this gorgeous glowy, goddessy sort of face. And when I first got this quite a while ago, I thought it was a foundation. And I was like, wow, this is really glowy. So I just want to show you. It's such a beautiful colour. I really like the other colours too, but this is great if you're a bit more tanned or darker skinned. So let's put a little bit on. I've got so much on my cheeks, but maybe I'll just stipple a bit on. Such a good product, especially because it's multi-use. Yeah, I love this. I've loved this for a while. And then another, okay, two other highlighters that I love. The first is this YSL stick one, which is called Stick Highlighter in #1 Light Gold. And I love the shade of this. It's a champagne sort of colour. So it's lighter than this one that I've just used from Charlotte Tilbury. So this is really good for more of like a strobe highlight. But on the other hand, it also looks really natural because it's a cream stick, you know, formula. So I feel like I need to put some liner on because my inner eye is so open now. I might add some liner, but yeah, again, super easy to use and just sort of, you know, just easy, very easy if you're quite short on time. And it's beautiful also because it's not a glittery or chunky sort of highlighter. It's very, it just sort of looks like your skin when it's on. It doesn't look like a stripe of highlighter at all. So if you want quite a natural looking one, I definitely recommend this one. Also have to mention this because this is like an all-time favorite, the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand. I also love the blush version that they do, but this is just top for me, the highlighter. And the only thing I don't like as much is the packaging, just because it does get a bit messy. But it's hard because on the other hand, I do like the tip because it's really easy for application and you can twist it like on and off. So yeah, it is quick and easy to use. This is the easiest to blend. These two are both really easy to blend. But I love this. Yeah, the only thing is sometimes it gets messy and then the product can sort of start seeping out of here, but because I love the product so much, it doesn't, you know, I'm still going to repurchase it because I love it. But I just had to mention that. I forgot to mention this powder. This is the Pat McGrath. It's rubbed, literally I use this so much that it's rubbed off, so I don't have the name, but I think it might be the Skin Fetish powder. I bring this with me everywhere because I love how small it is too. It's so easy to just chuck in your bag, and it's a beautiful pressed, it's just such a beautiful like finely milled pressed powder that doesn't make you look cakey even on reapplication. So it's just gone really quickly to the top of my powder list this year. And it's got a little, also it has a little mirror in too. Like it's such good packaging. I love it. And then, honourable mention to the Glossier Boy Brow, because this is another all-time favourite. Like, will always repurchase this. I didn't realise it was in there. I would have mentioned it earlier, but Boy Brow, and I usually use the brown colour. This is clear. I've run out of my brown one, but I had to mention this too because I love it. And then we got 3 products left. So for lips, okay, actually let me take this off. I haven't had straight hair for so long, it feels really weird. This is so hard because there's so many lip products that I love. Like I'm constantly trying out new ones. Oh, I've just realised there's one too, like there's another one I have to include. There's so many, so I've been really strict with myself because otherwise I'll show you like 10 different lip products. And I'm so sorry because there's so many brands too that like I would probably include, but I have to really get it down to the, to the top tier. This is really hard. The lip liner that I think I reached for the most was this KKW Beauty and Mario sort of collaboration one. I just love it. But honestly, there's a lot of lip liners that I've used this year that have the same sort of payoff. Like, and I love the Charlotte Tilbury ones. I love Pillow Talk. I really have loved some Huda Beauty ones this year too. Actually, Spice Girl from Huda Beauty is like a recent favourite, so I'm going to link that down below too. And I'm also going to mention the person I go to for my lips is Dr. Christina, and she is amazing. If you're looking for that sort of thing, I definitely want to recommend her, because she has just, like, she is just a top tier also for me this year. So I'm gonna link Dr. Christina down below. She's based in Fulham sort of area in London, and I love this one in particular because it's very soft. It's not dry. It's kind of creamy actually, so it's an easy one to wear just on its own too if you wanted to. Lipstick that I definitely wore the most this year, this is quite easy actually for me, is the NARS Blonde Venus lipstick. It's just the most perfect nude shade for me, and I've worn it over so many lip liners. You see, it just works really, really well. Oh my god, this from Fenty. So it's the Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm in Latte Lips, and for me it's kind of like a hybrid between a lip balm and a lip gloss, and that's why I love it, because it's really nice to throw on if you're in a rush, because it's really it feels good on the lips and it lasts long and it's got colour, so I love it. I think I'm gonna put a little bit on because I'm gonna end up with so many products. But it's really lovely and glossy, and the colour's not going to come up as much now obviously because I've got product on, but love these, love the packaging. Another amazing release from Fenty. And then lastly, oh, I don't like glossy looks with this look actually, I want them to be matte. This lip gloss from NARS has been in my makeup bag pretty much all year, and it is Star Love. So it's like a mauve, I can't say that word, pinky shade. This is one that I really like to use just when I want that, like, you know, bring a bit of life to my face. And I'm gonna put it on because it won't show up at all with what I'm wearing. But yeah, their formulations are just beautiful. Like, it's so nice and soft and creamy. And I feel like I've been saying all of the same words this video, I'm so sorry, but it is really hard to think of different descriptive words when most makeup that I like is like creamy and light. But that's a favourite from NARS, and we're done. Oh, no we're not. Urban Decay De-Slick Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. This is going on. Woo! That's obviously also a favourite. I use that every time I'm applying makeup, I use that. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this. Hope it's maybe helped, you know, discover some new products. And ooh. Yeah, like I said, everything will be linked down below. And now I'm gonna go to Tesco. Woo! I hope you're all having an amazing why can't I talk? An amazing day or night. Here's to going into a new year. I cannot wait. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.